everyone, and welcome to the Kennedy Compound. I'm your host, Mark Kennedy, and this is Bold Predictions. This is where we, each week, will boldly predict who we think is going to win and lose SEC football games, the final score, exactly how much they're going to win and lose by. So last week was it was an epic week. Not one of our better weeks, but we got pretty close on some of them. Got pretty far off on some of them too. But I like to think that I didn't do any worse than Vegas. So hey, it is what it is. But it just goes to show that you never know what's going to happen. But here at the compound, we're going to see if we can't figure out what the heck is going to happen this week. So here we go with some bold predictions. Before I get into them, I'd like to remind you that we are sponsored here by bourbon. And actually, by now you should be on probably your second or third bottle of bourbon. And don't do cheap stuff. Get some bourbon. anyway, so, and good luck to you, because you may need the rate this week is going, the whole season for that matter. Anyway, let's go ahead and just dive head first into these, because we got, I think, 6 games, and let's boldly predict them, because I got some interesting takes on these games. First up, we have the 11 o'clock game. This is number 9 Missouri at number 25 Texas A&M. Now, Missouri has been criticized for having a weak schedule, not play anyone. Does that sound familiar? Ole Miss. So, yeah. Anyway, so this could, well, I'm just going to just tell you right out. This could very well be Missouri's Ole Miss game. They had a really tough time with Vandy. Vandy's good, don't get me wrong. Well, so is A&M. And so is Missouri. So what's the outlier here? My take on these teams are this. Actually, A&M and Missouri are almost like mirror images of each other. The offenses are, well, we don't really know what we're getting here. They've been some issues with quarterback play, issues with offense in general. Both of them have played very well in defense, though. So it's like almost like, well, who do you pick in this situation? Well, to me, it's pretty obvious. You pick the home team. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and go right now with my bold prediction. I got Texas A&M 28, Missouri 24. And this is really a home team pick here. A lot of people are saying Missouri, but I'm telling you, I just got a feeling about this. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I know this. After the Alabama game last week, I'm going my gut feeling and not just picking numbers and turnovers. Sometimes you got to go your gut. My gut says Texas A&M at home. So there's a bold prediction for you. Next up, we have Auburn, who is ranked, I guess they're not. Of course they're not. Hey, this is Auburn. I have number whatever, 85 or whatever they are by now. Auburn at number 6, Georgia. This is your 2:30 game, by the way. You don't know what to say about this game. Last year, Auburn, who by all purposes and reasoning should have been beat by 1,000 points, they almost beat Georgia, which is insane. But they're playing at Auburn, which is a different animal too. Although this year hasn't been, I don't know. So here's what we know about Auburn. Auburn's going to throw a bad pass or drop a bad run, or they're going to make a mistake. Georgia this past week in the first half, if you watch the game, they look like trash. That's how I'm going to put it. Second half, not trash. Did Alabama let up? Did Georgia just turn it on? I don't know, but something tells me Georgia is not going to take anything for granted this week. It's not in Georgia's MO to just curb stomp people, so to speak. And I don't think Auburn's just going to lay down, but well, they don't lay down, they just throw interceptions. My bold prediction in this game, I've got Georgia 35, Auburn 10. Sounds about right. I think Auburn can score some points. Georgia, I don't think it's going to just blow the roof off the joint. You never know. It depends on how motivated they are. Kirby Smart tends to not run scores up. We're going to find out. So there's your bold prediction. Anyway, I've got Georgia beating Auburn at Georgia. Number 3 is number 12 Ole Miss at South Carolina. This is a 2:30 game also. And this is an interesting game, especially as an Ole Miss fan. This is, well, first off, Ole Miss is if you've listened to the players and the talks and everything that's going on, here's my burning take from last week. Ole Miss winning that game, cocky, They've been cranking out points on anybody, running over everyone, and they treated Kentucky like they would Furman. They thought where elite offense will overcome their elite defense. Doesn't work that way. And Kentucky said, "We're going to play our game." They did, and they won. So a little humble pie in the Oxford area. So they've had some meetings, they had some discussions, they've talked about what they did, done right, done wrong, and they seem a little bit motivated for this coming game. But there's more to the story. Meanwhile, in South Carolina, this is the Juice Wells homecoming. For those who do not know, Ole Miss wide receiver Juice Wells was like the star wide receiver for South Carolina, and he bailed on him, went to Ole Miss. So I'm gonna tell you, you think they didn't circle this date on the calendar? Yes, sir, they did. You've got a motivated team over in South Carolina waiting for a ranked Ole Miss team to come rolling there. One is reeling from a loss from Kentucky, a Kentucky team that got steamrolled by South Carolina at Kentucky. So who do you pick in this game? It's a tough one. Of course, me being an Ole Miss homer, of course I want to go with Ole Miss, just like I did last week. Of course, I really expected Ole Miss to not blow them out, but firmly win last week, and they didn't. So what do you do here? Well, of course you pick Ole Miss. My bold prediction is Ole Miss 35, South Carolina 27. I think it's going to be a good game. It's going to be a tough game. I think Ole Miss is going to be motivated to beat them. We're going to see if Ole Miss goes into this game and does what they're supposed to do offensively, they'll win this game. Matter of fact, actually, if they do that, they shouldn't blow them out, but that's not going to happen. I think South Carolina's defense is too good to just blow them out. And they've got a running quarterback. And if he is healthy, which is a question, and if their running back is healthy, if Rocket's healthy, that's a question. Of course, these things always happen against Ole Miss. They're always healthy. They'll make it tough. But that's my bold prediction. I'm sticking with it. Ole Miss 35, South Carolina 27. Next up is, oh my God, it's the Donnybrook game of the week. This is your 3:15 kickoff. This is number 1, Alabama at Vandy. So, how do you pick this game? Bama should kill them. All right, it's just all there is to it. Should kill them. Vandy is scrappy. They're good. They're better than they have been, but still Bama. They are playing at Vandy. I don't really know what to say. I think just in the grand scheme of things, it's just too much Alabama. And I think Vandy's going to play their hearts out, but I can't see it being a really just a tight game. Anyway, I am giving Vandy a little bit more credit than I probably should. And I ain't wrong. Hey, this is bold prediction, so we got to go bold here, right? Anyway, so my bold prediction is Alabama 38, Vanderbilt 21. And actually, that's kind of bold if you ask me. I mean, I can see Alabama hanging 50 to 10 on them. It can happen. But, well, like I said, we're bold predictions, so we're going to go with that. So, it'll be a little nod to Vandy. Say, hey, give you a little confidence, have a little faith in you. Don't let me down. Probably won't let me down. Next up, and this is this to me is the most intriguing of the games this week. I mean, the Ole Miss South Carolina game is actually going to be an interesting game. This one's going to be hard because you really don't know. One of these teams is better than the other. And, well, let's just get into it. It's number 4, Tennessee at Arkansas. Arkansas, you let me down last week. They're scrappy. They're good. They play hard. They play tough. And I don't know. It's a good team. They're not upper end team. They're not bottom feeders. They're right there in the middle. They're one of these teams like on a good day they can knock you off. On a bad day, well, they're gonna lose. But it's not blowouts. It's always tough, tight, hard fought games. They're at home against Tennessee, who is, in case you hadn't noticed, good. So how do you pick this? I think ultimately this is just one of those things where I think there's just a little bit too much Tennessee, just not enough Arkansas. It ain't going to be the blowout you expect, but it's going to be one of those games. Actually, I'm going to tell you what. I put this to the level of kind of like the Tennessee Oklahoma game. Tennessee's going to go in. They're going to play them. They're going to beat them. Ain't going to be a blowout. But you're going to say, yep, there was your team. They were the best. So it won't be like one of these things we got at the very end, like, oh, it was so close. Nah, you'll know who the better team was here. So my bold prediction in this game, I've got Tennessee 34, Arkansas 24. 10-point win. Arkansas will be tough at home, but they just ain't got the guns to beat them. And last but not least this week, and this is, gosh, Florida. If you have any dreams and hopes and desires or whatever to even think about doing a bowl game this year, you got to win this one. University of Central Florida at Florida. This is your 6:45 game. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I forgot to mention Tennessee and Arkansas 6:30. That's your 6:45 kickoff. Florida, you really need to defend your home turf here. And this is a team that should beat you maybe. So, look, this stuff is expensive, Florida. I can't keep drinking this stuff up. You need to win some games. You need to make it a little more convincing. I don't think you're going to make this convincing, but anyway, I'm going to go bold and pick you. Quit letting me down. Anyway, my bold prediction in this game, Florida 27, UCF 21. Is Florida good enough to beat them? This is a leap of faith here, Florida. Please win this game. Anyway, and by the way, if we come back next week and I'm telling you how badly Florida got beat, don't be shocked. Anyway, but I'm being bold here. And so that's all I've got here this week. A lot of people taking these weeks off. This is the first round of the buys. It's been going on for a couple weeks now. So they'll all be back and hitting it wide open here before long. Before long, we'll be needing the leather football helmets. So we got a few more of those tough games coming up. Anyway, if you haven't done this, please like and subscribe to this channel. The more likes, more subscribes I get, the more it helps the algorithm. It means people go there searching, what about football predictions? Oh, let's check this out. This dude's an idiot. That's okay. I like that. Anyway, so please like and subscribe. Share us with your friends. And, well, folks, let's see what happens this weekend. Till then, we'll catch y'all later. Have a good one.